Hello everyone. It's been so long. Sorry I have been gone. A lot of things has happened through the time I have been gone and all that stuff. I am sorry. I am sorry. So yeah. As you can tell by the video and possibly by what you see on the video screen is, what if Deku had the powers of Fortnite? The reason why I want that, why I'm doing this, is because you see what if Deku was in the world of Minecraft. Deku having the powers of Halo, or something like that. Or what if Deku was from Halo, or some other video game that I never even played or heard of. I don't know. Like, I swear, what if Deku was Crash Bandicoot? Like, they made one with Sonic they made Deku as Sonic. So I wouldn't be surprised if they made Deku as Crash Bandicoot. So, yeah. So, what if Deku had the powers of, well, Fortnite? And I will be using the things that I'll be using, yeah. So, let's just start to where Deku was basically born. So basically, where he has been born and all that stuff. Inko being in the hospital bed, because, well, you know, yeah. Like, I've seen movies, yes. And when Inko finally looked at Deku, she didn't, you know, like, Deku's appearance looks like, he's, if you know the Five Nights at Freddy's one, the Scott one, where he's like a pile of cubes, like blue cubed ones. Imagine that, but Deku like that kind of, and more human-like kind of. Not like big chunky blocks, but more like thin ones, like yeah. The reason why I'm making him look like that is because, like, you know, like, say, like, what if he changed, like, and his gender is genderless because, well, you know, there are female skins and male skins and some other skins that I don't even know of. So, yeah, well, yeah. So, let's go to the Quirk Doctor. So, basically, the doctor has, examined his quirk, explaining about Fortnite, Inko knowing about Fortnite since it's kind of been everywhere and all that stuff, and in the My Hero world, Fortnite does exist, like basically the video game. So yeah, basically Deku's Fortnite abilities, he can go into creative, like, you know, the type of creative where you go on your island. He has infinite materials. He can spawn weapons. And basically vehicles and other stuff. He can even create his own maps in real life. He can even go to the actual island in the My Hero world, like in real life, kind of. Even his own island. And his powers are connected to the game. Like, say, you know what I mean. Like, Deku can go on the island in real life, but he does not have the powers to change, or, like, he cannot go back to Chapter 2 or Season 1 islands. He can, like, if you know what I mean, I hope. So, basically, Deku has the powers of all of it. He can have the weapons, he can have the rides, the skins. I'm only going to use the skins that I have. And, yeah. So, well, you know, yeah. So, like, how he looks, just imagine, imagine, like, a boy and a girl kind of mixed together. Like, you know one of those people who you're not so sure is a boy or a girl sometimes, like in animes? And they just keep it secret, kind of? It kind of like that, kind of? But not at the same time. So, yeah. Yeah. And the cube things, like, which are his bodies, is green. Because, yes, Midoriya green. He's a green bean. He's a beanie. He's a green bean. He's a Brussels sprout. Yes. He went to a string bean into a Brussels sprout real quick. Anyways, yeah. So we're just gonna skip all the way to, like, Midoriya's life is basically normal. Like, he has, like, all that stuff. He changes into other skins, like, Meowscles. He can turn into Meowscles, the Foundation, and all that stuff. Sky, and all that stuff. So, yeah. And remember, I'm only going to be using the skins that I have currently. So, yeah. And I'm going to make it like this. Whenever Deku goes on to his Fortnite island, he can't die. Well, he technically can, kind of. But he can respawn. So, well, yeah. You know what I mean. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. Deku basically can, if you ever watched some sort of anime, like, the type of isekai, some sort of animes where you have some sort of screen pop up to you, like, out of nowhere, like the type of, like, a video game screen that's hovering over you. Kind of like that, where Deku can change and all that stuff. His weapons, how his weapons looks, his glider, his pickaxe, his basically everything. So, yeah. And Deku is pretty known throughout the entire world, because he's kind of famous, because he played Fortnite. So, he's a pro, kind of, since he kind of made his own Fortnite account and connected to his quirk at the same time. So basically, the amount of XP goes into Deku, which means he has experience points now, I think. So he's practically the most smartest strategist in Fortnite in the world, kind of, I think. And yeah. So basically, we're just gonna skip to the end of middle school. So basically, the teacher does his little thing, like, I know you want to be heroes. Throws the paper into space, never to be seen again. And basically them all cheering, using their quirks, except for Deku and Bakugou, because Bakugou and Deku. So basically, Bakugou does his entire speech all over again. The teacher saying, "Oh, Deku, you want to go as well?" Bakugou kind of being mad at this, because Bakugou thinks his quirk is villainous because it includes guns and all that stuff. And see, Deku is some sort of free, kind of, since he's kind of genderless, since he can do boy and girl. But yeah, you know what I mean. Bakugou does try and bully him in the past, but it always ends in failure since, well, shields and health, bushes and all that stuff. You can never find him, because Bakugou always tries to chase him into the park, because you have nowhere else to hide. But really, Deku turned into the bush. Yes. I'm quite happy that the bushes are out of the game, but sad at the same time, because you can hide in very well sights. So yeah. So practically, in game, no, sorry, not in game. So basically, Bakugou yes, you can't get in with that villainous quirk. It's just a gun. All you have are guns. What can they do? Kill someone? Ha 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 ha. But what Bakugou doesn't know, that Deku can turn it into, well, basically lethal bullets, where I think I said that right. Lethal, where he cannot hurt someone, but he can knock them out, kind of. Like he can still basically kind of, not really kill them, but more teleport them. Like, to his island, kind of. Like Ghostbusters, kind of. If you shoot them long enough, they'll be teleported into his trap thing into the island where he goes to have his fun and all that stuff. So yeah. Bakugou doesn't know that. But Deku always wins because he knocks out Bakugou quite easily since, he works out. Yes. So basically, through the 10 months. Oh wait, I forgot the sludge event. Oops. So let's just gonna skip to when Dago's walking under the cave and all that stuff. And yeah, the sludge villain appeared out of nowhere. Deku acting real fast, like because Fortnite gamer. Put up barriers of iron, bricks, and wooden walls, and staircases as well throughout the entire thing, and throwing grenades and smoke grenades. Sorry, confusing him and knocking out the sludge villain because of his grenades. All Might peeking around the corner, him being shocked, like, wow, he has great potential into becoming a hero. Hero potential. Yes. Anyways, so All Might doing his thing where, booyah, I am here, out of thin air with my glowing, smiley teeth of justice. Where, yes, the buff clown is back, people. So practically, like, no one knows that Deku is the pro gamer. Right? No one knows that Izuku is the pro gamer of the entire world since he keeps that a secret. So yeah. Yeah. And yeah. So Deku does get his autograph and all that stuff. All Might kind of flying away because Deku has confidence and stuff. He just ignores Bakugou about all of his things of all that stuff. And yeah. And I don't know who I should give one for all to. Should I give it to Deku, Mirio, or just some random person? I don't know. Your choice in the comments. And who should I ship him with? I don't know. It could be your choices. It could be some sort of other character from a different anime. I don't know. I could gender bend someone. Anyways, back to it. So basically, through those 10 months, all Deku did was train with his body, like, try to get some muscle in, and do some more gaming in Fortnite, basically, yeah, like winning and all that stuff, going to, like, events, live events, stuff like that, and yeah, and, stuff like that. So yeah, Deku is pretty known throughout the entire world in the Fortnite history as the best gamer. So yeah. So, yeah. So basically, let's get to the entrance exam. So Deku is still smart, but still more strategy-wise. So he's not that smart. He's more about strategy, kind of. So Deku doesn't go with flying colors and all that stuff. So yeah, either doing his little interrupting speech of yeah. Deku kind of knocked kind of knocked out Ida a little bit, just like yeah, because never interrupt the teacher when he's yelling, especially if it's President Mike. Anyways, we're going to the gates. Ida going up to Deku saying how rude it was just to knock him out. doing his karate chops. I feel bad for his arms. They're gonna fall off eventually. Rip his arms. Anyways, so basically, Deku kind of, saying sorry, but kind of explain about why he did that. It is saying he's apologizing because he kind of did, because Deku explained to him about him interrupting him, so he said sorry. Deku noticing a girl that was basically nervous, him walking towards her and saying it's okay. And, well, yeah. Her having a little bit of confidence now. The gates open. He rushes in. He spawns in he spawns a quad crasher and basically starts ramming robots left and right. And spawned in a golden scar and started shooting. And as soon as his quad crasher exploded because it took too many hits from robots, because, he kind of crashed and all that stuff, he spawned in a grappler and grappled all the way to that tallest building and started sniping robots left and right. And, all that stuff. So basically, the teacher is seeing this and being shocked by the pure skill that he has, and being also amazed by how he's using those weapons correctly, and learning where he spawned that vehicle in out of nowhere. So the 0 point, it came out of nowhere. Deku noticing it, he was gonna walk away because until he heard a cry for help. It was a girl that was it was the same girl that Deku had talked confidence into her, and he basically jumped off the building, kind of scaring everyone because he jumped off. Him spawning in his he basically collided to the robot's head. And basically just cleared it and basically threw grenades onto it. And just made the head explode. Him falling now basically through some crash pads, I think. The ones from Chapter 2, Season 3, those ones. Anyways, so yeah. And him basically landing safely. Everyone being, surprised by how he did so well. So, yeah. So, basically, during that time, Deku has been walking around, basically the streets, like going to stores, getting food and all that stuff, because this is after because, during the time I was waiting for his letter, he's just, still playing his games, like Fortnite, a little bit of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, time to time, and all that stuff. So, yeah. Him having, the time of his life playing Fortnite, and him winning a match for, you can imagine how many times he wins. Until he hears a knock at the door. It was the mailman. Basically, giving out letters. Deku scrolling through it. Like bills and stuff like that. Until he noticed a letter from UA. He went to his room and basically checked if he gotten in or not. And then the same thing happens about the points. Except he actually got, a lot of points. You can, like, a lot of villain points of this destruction and all that stuff, so yeah. And a little rescue points and hero points and stuff like that. So, basically, I think that's where I'm going to leave it off. I hope you all enjoyed the video. And sorry I have been gone for so long. Anyways, this is either part 1 or 0 of what if Deku has the powers of Fortnite. Sorry if it's not making sense to you if you listen to this video. But I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful life, and a wonderful time being you. Anyways, goodbye.